welcome to the success lecture. This topic is special for biology class, like those of grade 12. I think at least we have started this metabolism chapter check on carbohydrates. Special, but I prefer leave it to day, but I'm in hurry to go to the marine glycolysis because most people they say that they may sometimes disturb them. So when we are uh, talking about metabolism, because our lecture of today is especially only focused on metabolism. Allow understanding ng metabolism, agent because we go bana understanding glycolysis, electron transport chain, Krebs cycle, and whatever kind of metabolism reaction is there. Measure our metabolism. Yeah, I forgot something. So you maybe don't get a YouTube channel, like and subscribe. So this is the name. So what maybe you reject it. Metabolism. La metabolism. Sometime in every day, so you may consume food reconsideration. So you don't know what it will do in your body. Or point do. So what take a reaction to bad point do ba kwana mo ba take blood kan la nutrient to go to the what blood ba ko la ba ko camera recommend to cham, let's say make carbohydrate me cham down in the form of glycogen or whatever. So let's say starch also. So machine nang machine karmane. So about breakdown, man is a simple molecule back absorb blood. So shop them blood become that can kill, let's say they will form energy. So this the aim of metabolism, metabolism, carry a kin to that rodian point. Take a real kin to roll by mudi ballad, keep midi bad, the cupping bad, ballad. All the things they are all metabolism. So check them the pan, man. So it consists of a chemical reaction that change or transform energy in the cell, because energy can be transformed from one form to another, from one form to another. So all those reactions, the alcohol reaction, they are going to go by energy by change, or so let's say sometimes they can transform energy in cell. So no matter metabolism, like the word metabolism simply it means change. So the reaction of metabolism are organized into step-by-step sequence. In every kind of metabolism, take a step-by-step sequence of reaction. So take a step. There is no just direct transformation. Let's say a starch cannot be just directly transformed to glucose, but first there are a sequence of a step. Down there, dextrin, there disaccharide. So from there's disaccharide by glucose ejected. So there is a sequence of step. A step-by-step reaction sequence. So can a step-by-step reaction sequence at all to quarter now which our final product and good charge why is a metabolic pathway. A pathway for metabolism. Here in metabolic pathway in which the product of one reaction, at least one reaction product, become what? The starting point or the substrate of another reaction. So we'll see. What we mean here is that a product or reaction, but why starting point can another? Because let's say if it starts to decompose it by breaking down into mutual dextrin. Dextrin types of product can start reaction. So that dextrin, but why starting come disaccharide, but disaccharide value can break down, dextrin value break down to disaccharide like maltose, sucrose. Sucrose at all because and big up substrate, keep a starting product of this reaction, like the glucose in your combat. So in a metabolic pathway, a specific molecule is altered. A specific molecule altered in a series of different steps, resulting in certain product. Because in a metabolic pathway, take one a specific molecule. Again, by alteration by the glycolysis, because in glycolysis, a glucose then point about could break down into simpler product. Alabat dahak is small product. So those small product can be energy for and bakolo for makata. So again for a lot of a specific molecule, let's say like glucose glycolysis, that is specific molecule Bakul nang to series of steps and chal metabolic we call it chal metabolic pathway there. So the result is there will be formation of product. Maybe if there are more reaction step, this product may be the starting point for another reaction again, or it may be the final product. It's, but remember, in a metabolic pathway there are enzymes. Take an enzyme to cool lad may ala a specific enzyme is also there. Even in a glycolysis, no you water. There's, for example, in the first step, remember glucose by breakdown into glucose 6-phosphate. Go take an enzyme, metatin, methylexokinase, glucokinase, they are the same name. So this enzyme is also there, but what is the responsibility, or let's say the function of enzyme? The function enzyme, metabolism. We begin this is step by step reaction by speed up again. Okay, so this enzyme they enable metabolic pathway or reaction to proceed past through sustained life. So take a term shall metabolize, don't be over. This one is applied to substrate or intermediate key product one. Go meet a metabolize. Allow the substrate and work reaction with that. But take a teacher intermediate, a lot of product to produce within the reaction, but can reaction can finish intermediate. But product la element in key organic molecule or any kind of molecule but produce at last the product. Till I produce there one more reaction to intermediate. But substrate. All the things shall go metabolic in the other. Let's see this reaction. This is metabolic pathway. Maybe you have seen in your what we call your grade 12 textbook, the new one. So here, if you see, this is the reaction. Now, let's say we have this substrate. Substrate may cup a certain enzyme, and this enzyme taken it, and then it produces some product. But this product is intermediate reaction. So from this intermediate, we may go from this enzyme. This substrate may be taken up by another enzyme. Alright, so this substrate and by produce between the reaction and what reaction come metabolic pathway can achieve because now we've seen some different enzyme 1, enzyme 2, enzyme 3. So this enzyme 3 is the one that will form the end product. Lemon will form, but change out the agent product. But this substance by produced within the reaction between enzyme 1 and enzyme 2, 3 to 3, they are called intermediate. But all of them they are metabolic. Metabolism has 3 subcategories. At least you can say there are 2 exactly, but take some reaction that can this boost 2 types because the normal division is metabolism, anabolism, and catabolism. But the new take some reaction to the anabolism and metabolism, kind of catabolism. So in this case, the organ which are actually anabolism. So from all this division, one by one. But remember, in the metabolism, another main goal come metabolism, another main goal can nutrition kilo. Anabolism, but by all that meaning of anabolism, anabolism is always needed to be greater than catabolism. So in a before can call what is those things? Okay, medical but ban for which are anabolism. No metabolism or reaction, take to a breakdown, Kate blood. She called it ala anabolism. Da kon laro alane katwo ala take a small molecule to ba mat. So whenever we talk about a small molecule to we can multi kana ko ala anabolism mulat kanije wala la neja fiata. Let's say protein, the building unit of protein, amino acid. So whenever we have different amino acid takomat become protein become no. So again anabolism ala kan from simple molecule by large molecule balat. So a synthetic reaction, take a synthesis. This reaction is coded endergonic. That means it need energy. Allow whenever there is anabolic reaction, but no banana so endergonic it need energy, it absorb energy. When it take energy, so from that it will form a large molecule. But a catabolism. From catabolism, a breakdown of those products. For example, N protein, let's say, when we break down the protein, it will form amino acid. Amino acid can building block of catabolism. Anabolism. All right. Anabolism, a collection of building units. Get it? You can tell a building unit and a building unit can be collector. So when a building unit are collected together, they will come, become form a large molecule, complex molecule can form. So here, a collection of building units that are combined to form a large molecule. Let's say amino acid, as I've given you as an example before, amino acid. Different amino acids which are combined together, they will form a protein. So this protein is a complex molecule. Let's say again, in the form of in carbohydrate, especially, simple sugar like glucose, fructose, galactose, which are combined control, they will come and form a complex sugar. For example, let's say more and more glucose which are become glycogen become form. More and more glucose will form cellulose. So we know for example, glucose and galactose glucose and galactose lactose. So in that case, we take a simple molecule to call complex molecule. Again, fatty acid. A fatty acid form which are form can lipid. You may say that for me it's confusing someone, like maybe you see glycogen, exactly, glycogen, fatty acid, can glycoserol, which are can lipid. Yeah, I know, but I'm just giving you as an example because not only fatty acid can form lipid, but they need glycerol. But fatty acid exactly a building unit of lipid. So this anabolism require energy. That means, whenever, for example, like anabolism, take ATP. ATP was already formed. Okay. Anabolism is not for formation of ATP, but it used that ATP format. ATP while form catabolism, but it used that ATP that is formed, then we could use the building the complex molecule. But let's say let's say we take a team to so take a more which is dark. Gwan like any door by your one tear, catered. So Mitch one chunk the elder which come at Quakel, she go a rope quacker, Bab and Charlotte take. Gentana anabolism. Anabolism qualanono, a letter to the alton quala roll, but Banamo could have cable could be the kilm, the Bakul Charlotte, and Gentana anabolism. But Catabolism, Cherko dear could have taken yok. There are calling yok at paying the one tear, no quarter. Gentaka the volume, a la Gwan. So, Madam, a catabolism. So when we come to the catabolism, it's going to get a degradative process, as we have seen already. This is a kind of degradative process. A degradation, not sensitive. Allow for a degraded or bad happening. So it's concerned for what? The breakdown of complex molecule itself, check mentioned but breakdown into simpler one with a concomitant release of energy. Because we have seen here, a lot of energy is released in catabolism, but in anabolism, the energy is absorbed by culinary. Okay, that's why it's called endergonic, and this one is called exergonic. Exergonic, I mean. So here, let's say, look at this example. Now I've reversed it. Example that look, protein. When we break down a protein, we will form amino acid. When we break down complex sugar like starch, different polysaccharide, disaccharide, they will form simple sugar. Which lipid breakdown, you will see fatty acid. So this is catabolism. So catabolism release energy in form of ATP. The good example of catabolism is glycolysis. Okay, maybe you need some example catabolism. Anabolism, for example, during the synthesis of glycogen, glycogen synthesis. This is one example. So I'm not going to do it. Michi jaktem shall synthesis during anabolism. Catabolism, for example, glycolysis, and is splitting of glucose, but split to form of what? Which are lactate, which are pyruvate. So this formation, Georgia will take a glucose mukwal brain down, but could brain what? 2 carbon sugar or 3 carbon sugar. So now the question is why anabolism and catabolism? I'm glad you may ask. Don't do it, anabolism and catabolism will function, you may ask this question. You know, in our body, as we know, for example, let's take glucose as an example. Like glucose, whenever it's met. So by carbohydrate and eat and the phone don't show what I don't. Let's say you're in a form of starch. So but starch by breakdown, manage a glucose adjected. Which are glucose adject glucose by absorb banana blood. Jajan, go be energy by like blood. Alright, Mr. Glucose make sure blood, let's say in the liver, liver, but glucose banana rich. Raw, to balel. One, dark energy point, but glucose will break down into glycolysis by ATP by form. When ATP is formed, so your body will have energy. This is the catabolism. I just rule of catabolism now. Second, if the glucose is high in your body and glucose is more to consume, let's say make it a long point. The liver, electric do benang. In a state of water, all like glycolysis, but glucose breakdown, but man glucose to one, but in a form of mutually glycogen. When I come the story form of glucose, glycogen. Come on, Karan. So, baby, breakdown into what? I mean, baby, build up into glycogen. I can't tell them. But when you see the catabolism, in the catabolism, ATP will be formed. Look. But in anabolism, this ATP could break down into ADP and PI. Now, complex molecule are formed. Energy rich complex molecule, but here energy poor product will be formed. The very purpose of catabolism, and upon catabolism glycolysis, is to trap the energy of biomolecule in the form of ATP and generate the substance or precursor. We have seen already. Catabolism, the main purpose long by energy ala biomolecule ba galat biomolecule la glucose ba kanang ba energy ba la tin che glycolysis ngai kono an electron transport chain la ATP pom den to corona glycolysis kan glycolysis cell there is formation of ATP but not by oxidative phosphorylation la dem substrate level phosphorylation so this energy is formed also there so it need a biomolecule go by breakdown. So when go down, we will generate the substance precursor. What kind of substance? Like ATP, okay? Like ADP or phosphate. We can also make say like that. There are also different ways. Crop cycle. The way it enter into the electron transport chamber take some product like NAD, fat to be produced. So can the real by energy wala daga the river stroke anabolism wo mace energy mace dit ba energy ba lele ba those substance ba ka peel together ba ka talk ko ba energy ba ko use tomorrow again function of anabolism taw ne molecule ba glucose ba taw in form of glycogen rule mace energy kwa ba no ba break down. These are the differences. All catabolic reaction in the cell, all the catabolic reaction take place in the cell, and also this anabolic reaction also in the cell. Catabolic reaction always release energy, but anabolic reaction just only they require energy. Go back to catabolic reaction can release energy in the form of ATP, but that ATP will be used by anabolic reaction. Catabolic reaction involves the breakdown of bone. Bone breaking energy will be released. When the bone is breaking, like peptide bone, ester bone, glycosidic bone, those bones break down. When you break those bones down, energy will be released. But not just bone, not just the breakdown of bone in anabolism, but a formation of those bones. Take one shall condensation. Don't you remember? In a glycosidic reaction. So whenever the bone is breaking down, this is called hydrolysis. But when the bone is formed, it's called condensation. Though the anabolic reaction participates in condensation, it involves the creation of bone. Bone is created. It takes energy to create that chemical bone. So the bone will be formed and it needs energy. But here bone is breaking down. So here large molecule are broken down into smaller. But here a smaller molecule is now bonded together by a large molecule full of form. Anabolism. This is the third reaction. Anabolism, a reaction that takes a post catabolism and anabolism are taking place. I will give you an example. Just be patient. In anabolism, look, a clear demarcation between catabolism and anabolism is rather difficult. Sometimes, since there are several intermediate components come on to both the process. Sometimes it may be very difficult. Catabolism, there are some intermediate to cook and share together. To quit more coach joy, they don't look like if they are for catabolism and they don't look like if they are for anabolism. Chapakul like a chakul with the term anabolism, chakul used for the reaction, which are both catabolic and anabolic. The word amp mean both, I think we know this one. The good example is Krebs cycle. Anabolism, Marikandaro. Take la name catabolism, later come anabolism. Krebs cycle, more connola be a good example of an anabolism. Like a Krebs cycle. In the circle, one day, Palwang looking many away. Dirigi, sometimes you may see that sometime you may see take a carbon molecule to the form. Sometimes only gen two carbon, there were 4 carbon, that was it. La when you break down your dollar will go 4, that will go to Alamis, which year, Marichara will a circle down your form. I don't quite tell you a part anabolism, but no most of the ram like the catabolism. So this is the hand of metabolism. If you have any question, write there on comment section.